Hello, thank you so much for being here. This is Tiger Lilith Tarot, and I'm going to be doing a reading for Aquarius placements. Hello, Aquariuses. I hope everyone is good and well. This is going to be a full moon spread for the full moon in December, on December 18th. And this full moon, the effects could be felt a little less because the moon is as far away from the earth as it could possibly be while still being full. So this spread, hopefully this can help see the lessons and shine the light that the full moon shines on our lives, but again could be a little bit harder to see these things at this time. And the full moon is in Gemini. So at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull an oracle card, and we're going to see how we can integrate the Gemini energy of the full moon into Sagittarius's energy, which is the season that we are in. Oh, okay, Aquarius. Ooh, there are a lot of big energies here. The past two spreads I have done, I will say, they've both felt like 2 to 3 year spreads to me. Yeah, and I say that because of the energies coming out. They just feel very big. They feel life-changing. It doesn't feel like these things could have possibly happened in the past 2 weeks, is what it feels like. So, and your spread, same thing. We'll see more when we clarify, but you start off with the Magician. This is an area, what has reached its peak, where to show gratitude. The Magician is about your powers of manifestation. He is able to manifest what he wants because he has all the tools he needs. He has all the elements of the tarot, or of astrology, the pentacles, wands, cups, swords, right? Air, fire, earth, and water. The infinity symbol above his head tells us that he is connected to the infinite source. He's also this card, he's just completely surrounded by nature. It's almost Noah's Ark-like to me. This deck is based on medieval and Renaissance art, so it is a little more religious in nature. So this card just has a very, Noah's Ark feel, like a creator, creating your own path. This is what to show gratitude to. And I really feel there was a new moon in Gemini in June, right? In Gemini season, that's when the new moon in Gemini was. So this spread could cover lessons and information from the past 6 months. Could be the past 2 weeks, past 6 months. I really do feel intuitively like these are just coming out as 2 to 3 year spreads. So this could be a culmination of 2 to 3 years. You could resonate. This could feel more like this has been happening over the course of a few years for you, is what I'm going to say, okay? So just express gratitude towards your own powers, Aquarius, of manifestation, what you have created. And because it's not just what you've created it because you've been connected to something greater than yourself. And that's why it is alignment. We'll see what more comes up, but I really feel things are coming together, and that is why, because you stepped into the Magician energy, and here we have the Emperor. And this is under what needs to be seen. This is something that you might have felt or intuited before, but the full moon is meant to bring this out, and this area can feel like a revelation because it's a cycle that you are breaking. And it's shifting darkness into light. Like I said, I feel like you are like, oh, I am the Emperor. And by acknowledging that you are the Emperor can sometimes be about boundaries and walls, but I feel like for you, by acknowledging the Emperor, those boundaries and walls are coming down because you're standing in your own power. This Emperor in particular is not facing forward. He's facing off to the side. And he's got a lion there symbolizing. The lion, it can symbolize a few things, but in tarot, on the Strength card, right, there's usually a lion depicted on Leo's card, which is Strength. This is Emperor, this is Aries. You could have heavy, so you could have Gemini, honestly, because we have the Gemini, Virgo, or Aquarius, pardon me, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries placements. Or you could have fire in your chart. I'm just saying Virgo, Gemini, and Aquarius is what's standing out, or Aries is what's standing out right now. The Magician is linked to Gemini, Mercury energy, so that's Gemini, and the Hermit is Virgo, which is Mercury energy as well. So let's see here. But as far as this goes, you're standing in your power because you're doing so, because you've tamed the beast, right? You've integrated the power of the universe, if you will, and this like kind of wild, instinctual human energy that we all have. Because you are integrated those two things, you're able to stand in your power passively. And that's how this feels like a revelation to you. Okay. Ace of Wands, what to embrace? Your own creativity. Again, what have you created? Embrace the spark of creativity. Wands are about your instinct and they're in your vision, right? This is being visionary and dynamic. What to embrace? Maybe you are visionary and dynamic at this time. Again, I really feel like this is more 2 to 3 years. Over the past 2 to 3 years, I think you had a vision and you saw it through. And embrace that part of yourself, and that will continue, right? If you embrace that aspect of your life and you celebrate what you have created, then you will, that energy is going to guide you towards more of that. This is really lovely, Aquarius. Okay. How to express yourself more authentically. Where can you be feeling conflicted? The Hermit. Wow. Deep, deep, deep down inside, you're feeling conflicted. There is something very conflicted. This is also a placement of how the inner worlds and the outer worlds come together, because the full moon, right, we can kind of live in our inner worlds as much as we can afford to, but the full moon is here to illuminate the outer world. And so illumination of the outer world, humanity, society, whatever you'd like to refer to it as, and can show up as conflict because your inner world might not align with that. And the Hermit is about just deep soul searching and contemplation, and really the root of these life philosophies, ideologies that Sagittarius season represents. Because it's how we are going to then conduct ourselves. Interesting with the Magician. Yeah, Gemini energy. So we have So I feel like there's something that you feel deep down inside in your soul, right? Not in your heart. This is like a gut, instinctual, right? Especially with all these wands here, all this fire energy. And it's something you know to be true, Aquarius, and you can't express yourself authentically because it is in conflict with the outside world in a large way. We'll see more when we clarify. You've come to some realization, though. You know something. You've taken time in solitude, a lot of it. And in nature, again, you can see the Hermit here petting this deer. Deers are known to they don't come up to people, right? Deers don't really just come up to people, let alone stand next to them and kind of like be affectionate to this person and allow this person to pet him. Talk about taming the beast here. The Emperor has tamed the wild. The Hermit has tamed the soul, almost. I've never thought of it that way, but that's what I'm feeling right here. It's like something inside of your soul has been tamed as well. Or you've come to this deep knowledge inside of your soul and you're having to tame it because it is in conflict with the outer world. Your outer world could be your immediate outer world, your environment, but I feel like this is larger. Again, I just feel a bigger energy. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm being too wordy here. What to put to use. So the lessons of the past 2 weeks, 6 months, or 2 to 3 years to put to use. 7 of coins. What have you planted over the past 2 weeks, 6 months, 2 to 3 years that you can harvest, right? This person planted this tree here and he is, okay, he's looking off into the distance here, but 1, 2, 3, right? 7 pentacles is what has grown so far. So if we start at the ace, 2, 3, 4, right? So he's gotten to 7 and he's looking off into the distance here and he's like, okay, I've grown this. I have this. This is what you've accumulated. The pentacles are about the material world. This could be your wealth. This could be just home, stability, what is around you, material items, what you've accumulated. And now you're looking out into the distance as to how can you make this more abundant. But it's also about seeing if there's anything here that you can harvest. Right? So and especially with, I feel like, lessons to put to use, don't harvest too much, I feel like is what this is saying. Let something grow naturally. Let it keep evolving slowly. But if you do need to harvest something, you have it there. There's a sense of stability here, I think. And your magic and wisdom card guiding energy here is the King of Wands. So fire energy. I think of this as a Leo specifically card here, but it could be Sagittarius or Aries as well. We have Aries here. Again, an Ace of Wands, fire energy. The King of Wands is very sure of himself. He has this fire behind him, right? And he's not moving. He's not afraid of the fire. And if you'll notice, he has his hand over his heart here as well, right? Again, the wands are very connected to, it's about passion. The hand over the heart isn't necessarily this emotional connection running over. It's because he is connected to what he knows to be true inside of himself. Similar energy to the Hermit, really. And there's a knowledge deep inside. The king knows, and that's why he is not afraid of the fire, right? Standing in your power. Standing in your power. It would be very easy for this emperor to be afraid of the lion that's laying right next to him, but he's not. It would also be, a crow, right, can symbolize death, bad news coming. He's not looking at it. He is unaffected by the wild and by outside circumstances. And that's where you're breaking the cycle, too. Interesting. Okay. We're going to clarify here and get more information. Aquarius. Wow, this is a really great spread. All right. What to be grateful for? Let's clarify the Magician. Using these animal-based cards. Okay. 7 of Swords. What to be grateful for? The 7 of Swords is usually about can be lies, deception, deceit, people lying to you and deceiving you. But it can also be about taking the lessons from those lies and deceptions and applying them. And that's what I think has happened. Because we have the Magician here as well for where to be grateful. It's like you took all the past deception, hurt, pain, mental anguish it caused you, right? The Swords is about our intellect, clarity, clear thinking. Mercury controls the Magician, or is related, sorry, not controls the Magician, is related to the Magician. Gemini energy, your mind. It's like you are clear, you feel clear-minded, I think. And it's because of the lessons you've learned. And if you are, this is a message I feel that if you are not grateful for those lessons, if there's still bitterness and just anger, those kinds of feelings, to try and let those feelings go. Express gratitude for lessons learned, because you are really everything that's just made you so much stronger, braver, and just more abundant. And You know yourself so much better. Where are you breaking a cycle? The Lovers clarifies the Emperor. Another Gemini card. There's lots of Gemini, lots of Gemini and fire energy in this spread. So you could have fire, a lot of fire in your chart, or Gemini, or just have those energies around you. Particularly in your moon sign. But let's see, where are you breaking a cycle? This could be where you feel like you're experiencing a revelation. Yeah, remember I said you're letting your walls come down and standing in your power more? Because of that, not only are you going to be able to welcome new love into your life, a more authentic, genuine love, because of this hermit energy, right? This soul searching that you've done. Past 2 to 3 years could not have been great with love, or 6 months or 2 weeks. But that's going to be changing. The Lovers is also about making decisions and choices, better decisions and choices to align with our, authentic, genuine self. So that's and this feels like a revelation. This feels like, wow, when I let my walls down here, when I stand in my power, but not in this, this like really forward momentum way. I don't know how else to say it, because I don't want to say aggressive, because I don't think that's what was happening. But it's almost like when I'm more reserved about my power. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. Then the right decisions and choices present themselves. Wow, the Magician again. Okay, Aquarius. So, wow. This is under what to embrace. The Magician with the Ace of Wands. Okay, whatever you really, this is all you, all your creation. And yeah, like I said, you know something. See the eye on this Magician? And the feather here, it's almost to me like a divine message. This is a message from the other world, from the universe, from spirit, from whatever word you would like to use, that is like saying you know. I mean, if you've been feeling like weird about things, or like not heard, not listened to, like you're unaligned, it's because you know something. I don't know. I mean, honestly. Okay, let's clarify the Hermit. Wow. Okay. Yeah. The Devil. So the Devil clarifies the Hermit under where are you feeling conflicted, and how can you more embrace how can you express yourself more authentically? Not embrace yourself more authentically. How can you express yourself more authentically? With the Hermit and the Devil, these energies are so just opposite. This is such opposite energies to me, and like I said, there is such a conflict here. I feel it. Like all of these cards are really quite powerful. Okay, so the Devil, how can you express yourself more authentically? It feels like you can't. Right? It feels like you're bound to like you're being restricted from saying what you know to be true for you. I don't know how else to put it. I don't think that you're in a codependent, you might have been in a codependent relationship, could have been with the Devil and the Lovers here, and it's a revelation that you can stand on your own. That could be another message, again, because of the soul searching that you've done. Yeah, we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck here. So you're connected, very, very connected, and you're standing in a passive power that you've never really experienced before. Okay. Wow, okay, the Page of Wands was at the bottom of the deck before, and it popped out here. This is the lessons of the past 2 weeks or 6 months or 2 to 3 years. Highlights what is ready to be released, or what's ready to be put to use, is what I like to say. Because once you've learned a lesson It's not, when you say release it to the world, it's not like, okay, I release this and it's gone. No, you release it by transforming what you have learned into knowledge, and then you live more thoughtfully by that. That's how you release, right? You put it to use. This is what you put to use. So the Page of Wands, what you've accumulated, the Page of Wands, pages are students, right? More so, it's a more contemplative energy. This person feels more visionary. This feels more studious. It is about our passions as well. What to put to use is what you've learned over what this Seven of Pentacles has taught you, the journey so far, and not only the journey, because the Seven of Pentacles here, you're acknowledging the journey so far, but you're also looking in the future at the same time. The Page of Wands is telling me here to put those two energies together and start moving forward in that energy. Align what you have with what you know to be true, with this Hermit here and the Emperor and the Magician and the King of Wands, honestly, and the Ace of Wands. These are instinct. The Wands is instinct. We have another Wand card, the Page of Wands. So yeah, trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust your gut right now. The Hermit trusts their gut. That is Virgo's card. Virgo is connected. Parts of the body, different parts of the body are connected to different signs. Virgo is connected to like intestines, our stomach, that area, right? Virgos, they have a gut feeling that their Virgos are suggested to trust their gut. So I'm saying trust your gut here. The Devil, trust that what you're being offered, the apple, right? You know, Aquarius, what that is. You know it's deception and lies. Seven of Swords is deception and lies. You learned the lesson. Be grateful for the lesson. Turn it into wisdom. Say no to the apple or the snake. Just all of it. I feel it's conflicting. It's conflicting because, again, this is how our outer and inner worlds are coming together. The outer world is feeling deceptive, interestingly enough. And we have the Five of Swords with the King of Wands. So, okay, standing in this power, this instinctual power is the I'm sorry, if I said the Five of Wands, I'm sorry, it's the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about conflict, right? This is about, there is a clear winner and a clear loser. These swords are coming in, they're flying all over. You're not really quite sure where they land, but the ribbons on these cards, right? The Seven of Swords here, the ribbon, this is the lesson learned. The ribbon is connected. Four of Swords. The lessons or Five of Swords, excuse me. The lessons are being sliced through. Fives are about breaking cycles as well. So it could be about breaking, not breaking a cycle, but breaking of stability and new elements coming in. So allow new things to come in as well, is what I would say, if you want to avoid this Five of Swords conflict, kind of battle energy, clear winner, clear loser, right and wrong. But it's almost like in the end, no one wins, because you can't progress from that. If there's a winner and a loser, where do you go from there? So I almost feel like friendly fire is the word that's coming to, phrase that's coming to mind. I don't know why. But it's like welcome friendly competition, and stand in the power that you know what is right and wrong. Yeah. And don't engage with this like devil energy that is going to be tempting you to engage. Remain in that Magician, Hermit energy, King of Wands, the Emperor, the Seven of Swords even. You learned the lessons. And the Page of Wands, trusting, all of it. Aquarius, Okay, we have Guardian Angel as the way to integrate the full moon into the season. So, again, this could also be lessons from 2 to 3 years. Someone has been watching over you. a guardian angel, maybe. Let's read from the book and see what it says. Guardian angel. A gypsy peasant girl carries a basket while strolling along a woodland path. Daylight is fast diminishing and heavy mist shrouds the landscapes beyond. She pauses as if in a moment of quiet recognition. Perhaps she can sense the presence of her guardian angel above. Her guardian angel holds pink carnations, which are associated with the tenderness of motherly love. They may be destined as a symbolic offering to be placed in the empty basket below. The word angel derives from the Greek word meaning messenger. As God's emissaries, angels are vehicles of unconditional love and service to humanity. In particular, guardian angels are thought to guide and protect the onward journey of the soul during its sojourn towards God. Guardian angels can take a myriad of forms which reflect the consciousness of the individual at any given time. For some, the vision of their angel, whether seen, heard, or felt, remains fixed, but for others it changes. The presence of this card indicates your need for reassurance, direction, or protection and invites you to enter the silence and connect with your guardian angel. Raise the vibration of your request by being mindful of the quality of your thoughts and questions, as this in tune affects the response you will be given. Be patient and listen carefully, as our angels often communicate in unexpected ways, but always in accordance with the perfection of divine timing. Okay. I feel like this message is heavily related to the Five of Swords. Raise the vibration so you won't even engage with the conflicting energy that's going to cut through the lessons. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope this spread helped. If it resonated, please like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.